Earlier this week, I was talking to the director of a short film that I'm colour grading, and he asked me how it's going, and I say, I'm maybe 65% of the way done, but I gotta be honest with you, I'm going slow. Now, as a freelancer who makes my own schedule, I was kind of hoping at this point he'd say he's disappointed and that he was expecting more and that I'm holding up the entire project, something to kick me into action. But he was actually really chilled out about it and understanding, damn it, because I know myself and I know that I need a bit of pressure to avoid procrastinating. And that's the truth. No matter what the deadline is, I'll usually get most of the work done in the last 20% of the time, if not shortly after. Now, that's not ideal. And for a long time, I envied people who can spread their time equally over a 6-week period, doing a little bit of work every day until they calmly arrive at the deadline after, just putting the last finishing touches on the last day after a good night's sleep. But firstly, do those people actually exist? And also, I kind of feel like that energy of I have to do this right now and I don't even know if there's enough time. I kind of feel like that puts your brain in a hyper-focused mode that's actually quite good for creativity. I don't know, I kind of just like putting that urgency to work. Now, like most of my ideas, this has already been captured far more succinctly in a Calvin and Hobbes comic strip. You can't just turn on creativity like a faucet, you have to be in the right mood. What mood is that? Last minute panic. And I like to think that maybe this means that Bill Watterson, the genius behind those comic strips, was a procrastinator himself. But the thing is, if we accept that the last minute rush might actually be beneficial, won't that just be yet another excuse to say, I'll do this later? Yes, but I also think / hope there might be a way to make it work. And I reckon it all comes down to this word, deadline. As long as I have a date that I need to get something finished by, I will get it done. And I'm kind of okay with the idea that rather than steadily chipping away at it over time, I'm probably just going to have a lovely rest until I literally can't any longer, and then I kick into action. But the key thing I've realised about being a freelancer, setting your own hours, trying to stay motivated, is that the deadlines have to be real. If I'm the only one who knows about the deadline, I'm probably not going to stick to it. And if I haven't signed a contract with a completion date, it's not looking good. So that's where I'm trying to focus my energy at the moment. Rather than trying to stop procrastination, I'm just trying to focus on setting tangible and frequent deadlines. A great way to do it is by collaborating. If I know that someone else is going to be waiting on me, it's a real deadline. And if I'm legally obligated to do something because I've signed a piece of paper, that's a real deadline. Sometimes I'll even insist on adding a completion date, even if the other party are like, nah, it's cool, take your time. And so I'm pleased to say that as I was sitting in this coffee shop in London with Adam, the director, and Sam, who also worked on the short film, that we agreed on a deadline for the colour grading. March 20th. Now, have I done any work on it since that chat a few days ago? No. Literally none. But I will make that deadline. And just to be sure, if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, the links are there, because I'll be posting proof that I do complete the deadline on the 20th. And if I don't do that, I give you full permission to have a go at me. So there you go. Now, as usual, we can have a chat about this in the comments. Am I just making excuses for my procrastination? Or do you think it actually is possible to kind of harness that energy? I did enjoy last week's comments quite a lot. Thanks, guys. And it's now time for an ad. I want to say thanks to Squarespace for supporting us by sponsoring this video. If you are a creative of any kind, whether it's music, film, art, then it's probably worth having a website where you can host your work. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform, so it's really quite simple to make your own website. You don't have to be an expert. So if you're interested, feel free to go to squarespace.com/DSLR guide for a free trial and 10% off your first purchase. You can try out one of the many templates and get yourself set up with a slick looking portfolio. I'll see you next week.